Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crockett Show, social media history. I want to welcome you to a special Sunday night edition of the War Zone. Say, man, get on the phone and call somebody and tell them I am the five-star general. So, international leadership charter school. I knew y'all was fraud when they was building the building. But now you in my lane. We're going to talk about it tonight. They talking about murdering this woman child. Right? Not on my watch. Let's get to it, man. Hey, man, I want to welcome you to a special Sunday night edition of the War Zone. And as I always do, I want to tell you guys, thank you for taking the time out to tune in, because you know without y'all, I wouldn't have a show. Now, tonight I come to you with something different. I come to you with something a little bit different because whenever somebody reaches out to me, I'm going to reach back. And we got a problem over in South Park, Texas. We got a major problem over in South Park, Texas. So what I want you to do is, y'all that kind of know these people, I want you to spread this video around. I want you to push the share button on this video. And I want you to spread it around because I want to let international leadership, charter school, or whatever the hell you call, know that you're now in my lane. And I'm going to introduce y'all to Miss Williams. How you doing tonight, sweetie?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Okay. Well, in case y'all don't know, this, what's the name of the school? International Leadership.
International Leadership of Texas, 54th
International Leadership of Texas, the charter school. It's
East
over
on,
there. Yeah, it's on Orem and right off of MLK.
yeah,
Right
54th
off of MLK.
East on.
Well, I've gotten a few things from them in the past, y'all, but tonight we got a different issue. We got a mom who's concerned, who's not allowing her children to go to school because something happened, and she's very concerned. So, Ms. Williams, I'll give you the flow, and I want you to give them, a brief description of what you're dealing with, and I'm gonna turn my mic off so that they can hear you.
So a few months ago, a child blurted out he was gonna kill my daughter. I notified the teacher. Nothing was done. From that time up until October the 28th, two teachers have had to grab him because he went after my daughter. My daughter says that he be in class doing gestures like he gonna cut her neck. On October the 29th. When she called me and frantic. She said, Mom, the little boy got in his journal that he gonna murder me. He didn't say kill, he said murder. But along with in the journal, it's a journal that he documented every day. Like is hello journal today. I didn't like Jim, but it says today's journal. I plan to murder Ava Williams by noon, if not by midnight. It says on the other end, it says ways to murder plan. It says murder plan. It says public murder, unknown murder, demonic rituals, deal with the devil, poison her food. I brought this to the attention of the administrator the same day.
Hold on a second. You guys out there, y'all do it for me. I want you to hashtag every news station in town. Keep going.
I brought it to the administrator. She was like, "Oh, school is out for today. Can you come back on Monday?" Went back on Monday. Secretary acted like she was in meeting. Went back on Tuesday this year. Secretary said that she was in meeting. I had forgot the phone, so I went back home. When I came back from my house, I ended up seeing. I called HPD on my way back to the school. They told me, "Oh, you have to make a report at the school." So I talked to the security guard. I mean the school police, Mister. I talked to the school police. He asked me what happened. I showed him the video. He asked me what was my child name. I called my child from class. She came. She told him what happened. He took my child name and the other student name, wrote it down. He was like, okay, I'm gonna take care of it. I hadn't heard anything back. So the next day I still went to go meet with the principal because you told me, the assistant principal on Friday that you were gonna contact me. Still nothing. So when I meet with her, she said, oh, Miss Williams, oh, they didn't tell me that you came up here, et cetera, et cetera. I let it be known I want to press charges. She said, oh, Miss Williams, that child is a little slow. I said, I want to press charges. This has went from verbally saying you're gonna kill my child to you actually put it down with a murder plan. Not kill, but murder plan. And the ways to do it. That's too much. That's out of hand. So they saying that they're gonna take care of it. I found out that the child's mother actually works at the school. I haven't received the update, haven't received the email, haven't received the notification in reference to actions that had been taken against that child for my child, because it was told to the teacher, it was told to the principal, and it was told to the officer. I wanted to press charges. Still nothing. So they just, she called me. I posted on social media. Um, I posted on my Instagram a copy of the note, and I posted a short video of the letter. And when the principal contacted me, she contacted me about that. She said, the administrator, Dr. Roscoe, she had contacted me. She said, hey, um, it's been brought to my attention that you have a post on Instagram that's a lie. I said, well, indicate the lie. She said, well, it's bringing, promoting violence towards the school. I said, indicate the lie, because I only posted the picture, and I said that, no, nothing has been done since October the 29th. And I haven't had a follow up. I don't have a police report or anything. They stopped answering the phone calls for me at the school. I've been blocked from the school. I can't go up there. All kind of incidents have taken place since then, but no actions have been told. Hey, Miss Williams, we took this protocol to protect your daughter, or this. My child has still been in the same classroom with this child up until a few months ago. Up until a few weeks ago. Up until a few weeks ago, they were still in the same class. My baby said, Mama, I can't focus. I'll just be putting anything on my test because I be trying to watch him. Nobody shouldn't have to live in fear. Nobody, especially not a child. Especially not a child.
So this kid that threatened your child has never been disciplined to your knowledge.
Up until last Monday, I emailed the school and let them know that I wanted to keep my kids at home until the situation was taken care of, because I fear for my kids' safety. The Friday before, and the week before, the child was still at school.
So
and
basically, they've done nothing.
The next day after the next week after I notified them, child was still in school. The week after that, child was still in school. I was watching my child cheer, because I had one of my kids that cheer. She was cheering, and I seen the child and his mother come to the door. He started getting all excited. My baby here put her head down. She was scared. Nobody should not. I'm gonna say this. I don't know for how many times. Nobody should have to live in fear. Nobody.
Okay. One, they gave you a trespassing notice, and look like we got something in common, because I've had a couple of trespassing notices. And that last trespassing notice cost the school district $300,000. Now they've appealed that 300. They'll lose when we go back to court, and that 3 will go up to probably 5. But they got the money to waste. We got the time to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing I want to ask you is, they said you threatened somebody. Now I read the email that you sent them. There's nothing in that email that seems threatening. I think what they're threatened by is that you just happen to be a very intelligent Black woman. That's what they're threatened by. But an actual physical threat is not in the email. And have they ever defined the threat for you?
No, I asked them what it was. Matter of fact, I asked the police what it was. He didn't on the email. He didn't sign off on the email. One of the assistant principal signed off on the email. The day that they stated that I threatened somebody, the police told me to wait outside. He came back. I still was at the school. I talked to the teachers. I talked to the police. I was still outside after the school was closed, and he was still talking. Like nobody. So I asked him what was said, because if what me telling you, why would you want to fight a kid? You can fight the parent. That don't sound like a threat to me. Why would you even tell? Why would you even try to fight a 12-year-old child? Because if that was a threat, if that was a threat to the coach, then it was a threat to my child also. And it seems that nothing has been done. They don't. I mean, it looks like they're not planning on doing anything either.
Say, do me a favor. You got your phone nearby?
Uh-huh.
Can you get to your emails from your phone?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you out of here. And I
Okay.
want you to come back through your phone, through your email, because your iPad is freezing up. That's just
Okay.
something about iPhones and iPads. They always freeze up.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to kick you out. While
Okay.
she's gone, y'all, I'm going to talk to y'all. So, international leadership is that charter school off of Orm and MLK. So this kid writes in his journal, and I guess the baby was smart enough to get a video copy of the journal. And I've seen what he wrote. Everything she said is valid. And the school has done nothing. And I think that the school has done nothing because his mom works at the school. So the thing is you have a parent that's trying to address this, and not one email she sent has been belligerent. Not one email she sent has been you know, what can I say? She didn't curse. She didn't get out of pocket. She's not handled anybody wrong. But yes, she gets a trespassing notice because she's trying to address an issue. And then on top of that, she has another kid at the school where now these grown-ups are bullying and targeting this kid. And I don't know if people really understand that I've analyzed things differently. When it comes to school shootings, you ever notice that administrators always keep getting hit when there's a school shooting? Let's see if we can get her back in. Um, she might have a signal problem over there. I don't think her phone's gonna work. Y'all hold on a second. Let me call her. Hold on, y'all. So the thing is, you ever notice when there's an issue that administrators always get hit when there's a gun on a campus? And a lot of times I had to go back and think about this. That Tammy.
I'm about to get in a different location because this house is pretty big.
Okay. I'm still on. Just come on.
Okay.
All right.
I'm coming.
So I noticed that administrators start getting hit when they do these school shootings. And it made me think that a lot of times maybe that administrator had been bullying that particular kid, because these grown people some days get off on the fact that they can just do these kids any kind of way. Now this is a brand new charter school that shouldn't even be in our neighborhood, by the way, but it is. And the question now becomes, how should she address it? Well, if she called the OG, we already know how to address it. So leadership, international leadership of Texas, you finna have a problem. Let's make sure we can get it in because it's just we're having connection issues. Hold on. Hold on. So you have a child that's been threatened to be murdered at International Leadership of Texas Charter School. The school has not addressed the issue probably because the parent of the child that made the threat actually works there. But the parent who's trying to address the issue has been given a trespassing notice that they can't go to the school where their kid goes to school. Now, what's interesting is she's going to tell you is once she started making noise on social media, they invited her to a meeting at the, hold on, I think we got her back. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. Let me kick you out of this one. All right, you there?
I'm not sure what's going on.
I mean, it's just sometimes it's just connection issues. So what I was telling them, you're such a danger to them. They gave you a trespassing notice, but yet they still invited you to a meeting after they gave you the notice. Am I
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes.
Tell them
And
about
then
that.
when I didn't show, so they sent me. I was on the phone, and they were just like, "Oh, Miss Williams, uh, first she was like, I'm calling you. I want to discuss I want to discuss the situation at hand." I was like, "That's fine. Go ahead." She said, "Do you have time?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Well, go ahead." Then she got to talking. I said, "Well, first of all, I started to tell them, hey, back in X, Y, and Z, the child verbally said he was gonna kill my daughter." And as I said, got to the second part, she was like, "I just want you to know that Dr. Roscoe is here, um, Miss Moore Johnson, Officer Jefferson." But before I get to that part, when I called the vice superintendent of the school, she called me. She said, "Oh, Miss Williams, I'm gonna try to set you up a meeting with the principal and the teachers to see if you can get your issue resolved." I said, "Ma'am, my purpose of reaching out to you is because I haven't got anything resolved through the teachers and the principal as of now." I said, she said, "Well, I might not be able to attend the meeting, but I can set you up a meeting." I said, "Well, if you're gonna be there, I'm not gonna be there. There's no purpose of me being there if there's no purpose of me being there if I already every day for the last 2 or 3 months. This is happening. It's happening. Can you help? Nothing has been done." So when she called me, she let me know. She said, "Hey, I said I can come now." 35, 40 minutes later than when we were on the phone. If everybody is present right now, why to wait 35, 40 minutes? My baby got up and she started throwing up, so I wasn't able to make it. So that was like a red flag. I said, "Well, that's good. That means that I don't need to go." So I emailed them and let them know I had an emergency that I wouldn't be able to come. So later that evening, I was at the Family Dollar. I always take my kids to Family Dollar, and I was speaking on my phone, and the parent addressed me. She said, "Hey, is that true? Because the secretary just told me that was all a lie. You just mad because you have a restraining order. Here you go displaying my personal business to parents that I don't know, trying to make it seem like it's a lie." I said, "That's not a lie." I said, "The paperwork and the documents I have prove that what I'm saying is not a lie." She said, "Oh well, that's what they telling everybody. That's a lie. You just mad because you can't come on campus." So I called Dr. Roscoe and let her know. She was like, "Oh, Miss Williams, I'm headed back to the school right now to address the issue." Well, you call me about 8, 7:30, 8 o'clock, And you said, "Oh, Miss Williams, I was just calling you back, but it was brought to my attention that you have a post on social media." I said, "Yes, I do." No, she say, "You have a post on social media that's a lie." I said, "I do have a post on social media, but indicate the lie for me." She couldn't indicate the lie. She was like, "Well, that's like bringing violence towards the school," and I said, "Indicate the lie." She was like, "Well, that's not a good look." I said, "Well, my kids and such and such, and this happened, things that I can't say right here." But she was like, "Well, with the social media post, it's causing a." I said, "Dr. Orozco, every time I talk to you in reference to my kids, you started telling me about social media. You didn't call me about social media." I said, "Nothing has been done. I gave your staff this information back, a physical piece of information on October the 29th, I believe, and nothing has been done. Like, nothing has been done. Nobody called me and said, 'Hey, Miss Williams, here go incident report. Hey, Miss Williams, this is happening.' Nothing has been done." So I told her, I said, "When you're ready to address my children, and give me a call." She like almost instantly sent a mass text message to it was almost like a mass text message to the parents at the school. And I don't know if y'all can see it. I could probably possibly show y'all. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if I'm able to show it to you. But the email states, let me see. The email read, I'm gonna let you see it. It said, "We are aware of an Instagram post that includes suggestion of violence towards our campus. We have made several attempts to reach out to the individual who made the post for additional information, and we have been in contact with local authorities for support on the investigation. We will be meeting with local authorities tomorrow morning at the campus, and we will have additional officers on site to ensure the continued safety of our students and staff. At IL Texas, safety is our number one priority, and we will do everything in our power to ensure that our campus is in a safe place." That's a lie, because I've told y'all on several occasions, "Hey, child is threatening my daughter." Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Nobody has taken action. I went to the police station, and the crazy part is I tried to call the school from my phone so that the officer could speak to the school officer. We called 3 times. Nobody answered. Soon as he called from the HPD phone, they pick up. Like, nobody. When they respond to me, they're not responding. Maybe I should say they're not responding with a solution to help my daughter. They've done everything that they can. They even pull my kids out of class, asking them, "Do they feel in danger at home?" Now, how they gonna feel in danger at home when you received a notification that somebody had been verbally threatened to kill my daughter? Then he put it. He even had an action plan. It even had an action plan, and nobody done anything. This, I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see. I probably need to take this down. I
No,
mean,
just read
take.
it to him. That's good enough.
Yeah, it says this is a journal that the child writes in every day. "Hello, journal. Today in gym camp, I did not something. It was so wrote about it. I didn't want to write about it or something. Hello, journal. Today I plan to murder Ava Williams. Not by midnight. Stab. They say by noon. If not, stab her to death by midnight." Then it goes to have a murder plan: poison food, unknown murder, public murder, demonic rituals, deal with the devil. That's too much. You mean to tell me that I bring you physical proof that this come from a child, and nobody does anything? They didn't even check to see. Well, okay, well, let me check to see. And then when you do respond to me, you say, "Oh, Miss Williams, the child is a little slow." One minute you want to say, "Oh, we can't discuss other children with you." Then the next minute you tell me a child is slow. That's going against what you're saying. All that confidentiality stuff, that's out the window now, because you want to indicate that the child is slow. I don't know if he's slow or not, because I don't know. I don't go to school there. But for my child to come home every
Well,
day.
I'm sort of like Kenitra. Kenitra had a question because Kenitra was a teacher and she may still be a teacher. She said,
That's
"Is the teacher not reading the
Kenitra.
journals?"
I asked that the other day. I said, "Well, what do they have the kids writing in the journal for? Just free time to free up time for the teacher, because it's no way that they don't see that. I mean, it has to be just because I don't know. They must just be writing just to write. That's exactly what I asked them, Kanisha. What do you not go back and read it? Do you not, it's crazy. It's very crazy that nobody even attempted to say, hey, well, let me check this out. I never received nothing.
Y'all, all right, you there?
I'm here.
Hold on. So they're not checking the journals.
Can't be. If you didn't see a note like that, you can't be checking the journal. You must just have the kids writing to free up some time or give yourself some time, because it's no
All
way
right,
that you
so this is what I want you to. This is what I want to. This is what I want you to do. All right.
mm,
I sent you my information. I want you
mhm.
to send an email to the school as well as to their district office or whatever that's called. I
Mhm.
want you to let them know that I'm your parent advocate and that they
Okay.
now can communicate with me in regards to this matter. And I think we're going to get some act right. Each one of y'all out there, I want you to post this on your social medias. I want you to hashtag every single news station in town that a charter school knows that a child was threatened to be murdered. And all they could worry about was a post that mom put on social media that makes the school look bad. Yeah,
And it
that's
went
what I
from
want y'all to
physical,
do.
from verbally saying that I'm gonna do it to actually putting it in the action plan. So if it went from that, the
So
next step
there's
was
a whole plan to kill. There's a whole plan to murder your daughter.
it don't say, yeah, it don't say kill, it says murder. Murder. Like murder, like I'm gonna murder her. Like plan to murder. And it says I plan to murder her. If not by noon, by midnight. And then for
Now, what
y'all
I
to steal
also
put my
want you
child.
to do is I want you to take the actual murder plan, and if it's in the form of a video or whatever, and I want you to post it to your social media, and I want you to tag me in it, and then I'm gonna
Oh,
tag myself, guys, and I want you to post that too.
I tell you, I posted
And
already.
so the thing is what I want you to do is I want you to send that email tonight, notifying them that I am your parent advocate. I also want you to CC me on that email. CC me on that email, and I
Okay.
will. You send me over the information for the school, and I will call first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And just so that you will know, y'all know I run my own company, and I think I talked to this
Yeah,
young
because
lady.
even the
Go.
listen, so my baby said one day she was in the hallway and he grabbed her and she had to like push him against the wall and took off running. She said, "Oh, mama," he kept saying, "He gonna kill me. He gonna kill me." And the teacher grabbed him and he just like she acting like she can't hear him saying he gonna kill me. And I took off running, and that's when I came to the restroom and called you. She don't have to hide in a restroom. Like
She
you
gonna have to
grab the
hide
child
and
and
do nothing by the time I get through. By the time I get through, she ain't gonna have to hide and do nothing. So I want you to send that email tonight, notifying them that I'm your parent advocate. Um, and guys, y'all know I'm gonna take this one on the chin, and I'm gonna do this for this mom just for free. It's my Christmas present to her and her six babies, and I'm gonna take care of this one for free, y'all. So I at this point when they call you, you can tell them to hold on. You can call me, or you can directly tell them they need to call me.
okay.
So you ain't got to deal with it no more. I'm gonna deal with it for you. Then I'm
Mm.
telling you, before we get started, I ain't to be played with. They gonna learn. They gonna learn. If not, I'll be outside the school with the bullhorn. I'll be
So
outside the school with the bullhorn,
they need to be
and
heard.
I ain't got nothing but time on my hand. So what we're not gonna do, y'all, it's a Sunday night. We're not gonna hold y'all too long. and I'll do some follow-ups on this, let you know what's going on. But in the meantime, let's make some goddamn noise and get this mom some help to make sure that don't nothing happen to her baby. Until tomorrow night, y'all, I'm gonna sign off with no music because I just don't feel like playing it at this point. I'm tired. But we'll have that conversation. We'll do a follow-up on this maybe tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. But either way, expect a follow-up from it. Thank you so much, Ms. Williams, for taking the time out to come in and let these people know
for having me.
what was going on.
Thank you for having me.